welcome to Wolff&Schafe podcast. My name is Magdalena and I will be your host today. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry under my full name, which is Magdalena Wolff with double F. And this will be a special episode because not only am I recording in a different place, in a different country, but also I will be mostly talking about Edinburgh Yarn Festival 2018. So, yeah, it was so amazing. At the moment, I'm in Bormio, Italy, with my family. We came mostly skiing, snowboarding, and in my case, relaxing after Edinburgh. We have great weather, you guys. Just there, I see beautiful mountains, but I think that about Bormio I will talk in the next episode because there's so much material to cover. So yeah, it is actually my third EYF episode, so if you'd like to check out my 2016 and 2017 episodes, the 2016 is actually from ancient times and horrible camera, but yeah, I will link my older episodes in the video description here on YouTube. And yeah, I think I will start with my tale of woe because I prefer to talk about sad things first and then happy things. So you might see that my Spike sweater by Caitlin Hunter is done. However, it's not what I hoped for. So yeah, you can see. Well, I actually really like this part. I like the body, and then the camera. Oh, come on. So yeah, the ends are still not woven in. I just blocked this yesterday here in the hotel room because I just couldn't wait. I had to check whether I will be able to wear this sweater. So first problem is that the lace part got really loose. So so yeah, so this is where the sleeves start, and this is actually my armpit. So it is meh, but then I can pull it up a bit and then it's better. I also planned for shorter sleeves, so that's how they are. And I actually made, instead of ribbing, I made this pleat. See, I find it very cute, and I learned it from Amanita's Love's Promise cardigan, and I thought they would really look nice on the sweater, especially because of these X's here. So we have the X's here, it's like kind of a half X, and yeah, I thought it would look nice. The yarn that I used was my hand-dyed yarn. This was my hand-dyed yarn, main color, Wolff&Schafe Dew on my Momotaro, in my Momotaro colorway, and which is alpaca with silk, and this is Old Maiden Aunt on her merino nylon Nelino, goodness, merino nylon sparkle or stellina, something like that. And I also did some changes here. Instead of stripes, I went for the checkboard pattern, and I really like the effect. Here there's also one stripe is missing. So yeah, it feels really good, and I was almost done. On my way here, we were driving from Zurich to here, so I think I finished the first sleeve in the car, and then I wanted to start the second sleeve, and then I realized I screwed up, you guys. That was so horrible. I don't know how this happened, actually. I'm not really sure. But what happened was, for some reason, For one sleeve, I did everything as in the instruction, in the pattern, and for the second sleeve, I slipped only the half of the sleeves that I was supposed to slip for the sleeve, for the other sleeve. Can you just imagine that? So instead of 60 stitches, I had 30. Yeah, I was not really not happy. But then I thought I had two options: either frog it until here, and I was not really like willing to do that, and the other option was to finish the second sleeve and see if I can wear it. And actually I can wear it. Which sleeve is it? I think it's this sleeve. So I just added the sleeves needed. So, but because of that, the body is wider. It was supposed to be, Spike is actually a bit of an oversized sweater, but not that much. So I made it into a much more oversized sweater. Plus yeah, this one sleeve looks a little bit, I don't know, it's not finished here yet, but I mean the ends are not woven, but you can see how I did that. So I added a lot of sleeves that were not taken from here, as they should be, like they are here. But I don't know, I like the sweater. I'm a bit sad, but I'm trying not to be, because hey, there are so many other things I could be worried about. So yeah, this is my tale of woe. I think the sleeve was not the only problem, it was also the lace that went just... It's possible that I should have used smaller needles, like, because I used 4mm needles, used size 6, and I think I should have used 3.5, so US size 4, and then it wouldn't be so whew, you know? But yeah, I love the colors, I really do. Probably on the camera the sparkle is not so well visible, but still, yeah, I have a shirt under, so there's the color of the shirt, and there is just my arm. But yeah, anyway, that's my tale of woe, and I have another project to show you as well. Nothing wrong with it. It's my pair of socks that I started. I cast them on the train when we were traveling to the yarn, to the airport, no, from Zurich to Basel. So this is how they look like. And this is Knitting Goddess yarn that I bought last year, I believe, at the festival, and the colorway is Terry Pratchett inspired, and it's called Octarine. So I could not resist. Actually, this year I also saw this colorway. So yeah, this is how much I got, because at the festival I was either knitting on these or on my spike. My poor spike. I saw so many beautiful spikes. The festival was filled with them, you know. And yeah, and I'm knitting as usual, 2 at a time, magic loop on 2.5mm needles. These are Haya Sharps, and this is US size 1 for 1.5. And about my festival haul, I will be showing this in the next episode, because yeah, my yarn stayed at home. I did not travel with it to Italy, sadly, because then I could have shown it to you. But yeah, what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, I did the body. I knit shorter than the pattern required, because I knew it's alpaca and I was afraid it will reach to my knees. So I'm pretty happy it's shorter. Before I blocked it, it looked a bit too short, but then I blocked it in the hotel room because I couldn't wait until I knew whether I can wear it at all. Yeah, you see? Oh, my poor spike. I think I will take it off because it's actually pretty warm here. Whee! You see, all the ends, all the ends. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, let's start with the festival, shall we? So I was very happy to be traveling with a friend this time, and it was Anna from Dunkelgrün podcast. Hi Anna! And we had the best time ever! So first I went from Adliswil by train. It takes like 20 minutes to the center of Zurich, to Zurich main station, where I met with Anna, and we met at the platform for the train to Basel, and I actually felt like in Harry Potter, you know. We were meeting on the platform and we were going together to this magical place. And then later Anna said, yeah, that's exactly how it felt, and all those muggles around us. Because we started knitting and talking yarn the moment we entered the train, so you know. And then we arrived to Basel. We actually really liked what we saw from the bus, because then we changed to the bus to the airport, and the buildings where the architecture was very pretty. I should go there sightseeing one day. And then from the airport directly to Edinburgh. So our trip was really smooth and no problems whatsoever. And yeah, we really enjoyed it because we were together. Last 2 years I was traveling alone, and also via Amsterdam. So I would fly from Zurich to Amsterdam and from Amsterdam to Edinburgh. This way was also long, so but yeah, it was great fun. And then we arrived, and I had some problems with contacting my Airbnb host. So the story about my Airbnb was that I found a place really close to the festival, and I was so happy. But shortly after I booked this place, the host from that place wrote to me, actually I cannot host you on those dates, so sorry, find another place. And I was like, awesome. And then I found another place that I thought was not so far away, but the thing with Airbnb is that they won't give you the exact location until you have booked. And then it turned out it's 30 minutes on foot. So I thought, oh well, at least it's a walking distance, so I can go there on foot and I won't have to bother with those horrible Edinburgh buses that I really hate from previous years. And I had really hard time with them. I think especially last year. Anyway, so I was just walking, and so from the Airbnb to the festival and back and to other places we were going. So I calculated that I did like 8 kilometers per day on foot while being there. So quite a lot of exercise. Don't let anyone tell you that knitters hate exercising. So yeah, at least I was not stressed about the buses, and I had navigation in my phone, so I could just easily walk. And yeah, so first day I could not contact my host, which was a problem, but in the end I was lucky enough to meet her neighbor who let me in the first door, because there were like 2 flats behind one big door, so I could leave my suitcase and not walk back half an hour with my suitcase, which was a good thing. And then there was on Thursday night, there was the big knit night that we had tickets for, and it was great. There were so many people, so many tables, no warm food, which was a bit disappointing to me, but that's only because I did not have the chance to eat anything before. And yeah, then we met so many wonderful people. I will try to tell you whom I met, but if I omit somebody, then I'm very sorry, because it was so overwhelming but wonderful at the same time. So the knit night was nice. I think it was well organized. And then on Friday, I discovered that there's a difference from the previous years, because there's it's much more spacious. I think they added some space, and also because there was another additional day on Thursday. You could already enter the marketplace, and half of the Sunday as well. People just were more evenly distributed, and it was not as crazy as before. So it was much easier to browse the marketplace, which was very, very nice. And oh yeah, I lost my yarn on Friday. I bought 3 skeins of fiber spades vivacious and a pair of Chaogu needles, and I loved it, because it was, you know, everywhere. We were in a hurry to leave, and I forgot one bag that I had, because at the booth they gave me actually cotton tote bag, and I was showing it to somebody probably, and then I just forgot I had an additional bag. And then yeah, Friday was great, except for me losing yarn apparently, but I did not discover this until later. So on Friday, Katie from Inside Number 23 was organizing a knit night at her Airbnb, because for those lucky few who got tickets for Friday, they went to Kaylee, which was a party with traditional Scottish music and dance. But yeah, the tickets sold out so quickly, there was no chance I could go there. But luckily Katie hosted this wonderful knit night for us, so we just, you know, bought some snacks at the store, and we just arrived to her place and had great fun. So yes, I thank you again. I thanked you before, Katie, but thank you again for organizing, and it was a great night. And then I came back on foot again. It was only 24 minutes on foot, so fine, no buses. And then and then by the end of the knit night, I discovered that I don't have my yarn, because I wanted to show it to people, and there is like, where's my bag? So the next day, on Saturday morning, I went to the staff and asked them, have they found? They had a lot of things from Lost and Found, and yeah, so I told them, and they were asking me like precise questions, what was in the bag, and in the end I remembered that I actually had a picture of me, because next to that booth where I bought the yarn, I met Susanne from Sosu Knits, Susanne Sommer. Hi Susanne. And we chatted, and I had my yarn with me in my hand, and somebody took we asked somebody to take a picture of us, so I'm actually standing on this picture with my yarn. So then I showed the picture to the people at the festival, and they were like, okay, that's definitely that yarn. Okay, there you go. I had my yarn back. So I must tell you, I was not really worried, because I have faith in people and that they don't steal yarn, and they didn't. So yeah, it was a relief to have my yarn back, because it's beautiful. I will show this to you next episode. And then yeah, on Saturday we had some plans to go with some people to a pub, but Anna and me, we decided in the end that we are too tired, and many other people decided that as well, that we are just going home, because it was so energy draining, all those adventures and interactions and everything, that we just went to Anna's Airbnb, and by the way, she had a great Airbnb just close to the festival, so we just went there, had some tea, had some knitting, and wonderful, wonderful chat. It was amazing. We had a great time, and we did not use that much energy because we were just really exhausted after the festival. Most people told me that they haven't properly eaten this few days, you know, and I understand that, because at the festival there was soup and some sandwiches. And for my belly, it's really not enough. So yeah, I visited McDonald's, I think, at least 2 times. It was very close. So yeah, on Sunday, I woke up to see the snow falling. The snow started falling on Saturday night, actually. And yeah, it turned out that because of the snow, the buses won't be running, and we planned to go by bus to the airport. So we were like, luckily enough, we had enough time to call a taxi, and it was not too expensive, especially when we split the cost. So, phew. And yeah, what else? Yeah, I think that is it. Our flight was not delayed. It was first there was information it will be delayed 1 hour, but in the end it was on time. So again, we came back pretty smoothly. We had some nice man on the train put our suitcases up for us because they were heavy, filled with yarn, and there was no other space on the train that we could leave the suitcases. So luckily enough, there was a nice gentleman there. Thank you. Stranger gentleman. What am I saying? So yeah, I must say I focused more on the interactions with people at the festival than on taking pictures and videos, so I have much less than I would want to. But anyway, at the end of the episode there will be some footage, and yeah, to sum it up, it was just madness, but in a good sense. It was just so great. It felt like a different world, you know, and many people said after the festival that they just, life is so much different now, like everyday life is so strange after the festival, and I understand, because the energy, the emotion, they went so high, but that's also why those days were so exhausting, I think. So yeah, people that I met, I got to, of course, I went with Anna, which was awesome, and then I got to meet Kristen again from Wool and Vine Yarns and Yarngasm Podcast. Hi, Kristen! We had the greatest time. We could finally chat in peace during the knit night on Friday, and afterwards a bit as well. So it was just great, because, you know, we chat on the internet, but it's just not the same. So I was so happy that I had the opportunity to spend so much time with you. And then yeah, I was delighted to meet Susanne from Sosu Knits, because we met for the first time 3 years ago, and we just started chatting, and we just sat there for 2 hours at the table, you know, at the festival area, and it felt like we've known each other for ages. And we also met 3 years ago. I met Lila from Ching Fiber, and she was yet not dying, and now she had her whole booth to herself on the festival, plus on the other booth there was also her yarn. I think she divided it, like she had singles on that other booth and all the other bases on her main booth. So yeah, it's just amazing. And I met Justyna Lorkowska, whom I've known from before, and some other friends from Poland too, Magda, Anya, and others. And I was wearing my Asagi top, and I went to that is made from Queen of Pearls yarn, and I went to her booth and I showed her my top, and she was very happy to see it, and I completely get it. I also love seeing people, seeing what people made from my yarn. This is just so rewarding. And I also had the chance to show my flax sweater to Emily from Tinken Knits, so it was also great. And I finally met Barbara from Knitting I Love. She is so tall, you guys. I didn't know that. Well, I suppose she was tall, but not that tall. She's amazing. And but other than that, she was exactly as I imagined her. We had a nice chat too. I got a really cute felt marker from her. There's a flower. There's a flower. Then I also met with Emilia from Arctic Knitting, and we had a great time at McDonald's together because she was also hungry and she would go with me. So yeah, then of course Katie from Inside Number 23, who kindly hosted the knit night, Isabel from Fluffy Fibers, and she showed me she's actually working on another Love's Promise designed by Amanita, and I showed her my Love's Promise because I also had it with me. So it was nice. I got to meet Ellie from Skandir Knits, and Amy from Stranded Dye Works, and Grace from Babel's Traveling Yarns podcast. So many people. Oh, on Grace's channel there is actually an interview with me on her Friday vlog, so you can check it out. She's so cool, you know, she's so good at interviewing. As she said herself, that she has this ability to make people comfortable, and then they can comfortably talk to her. Also, I loved her scarf. She had a scarf that she has woven herself. Beautiful. Hannah from The Cornered of Craft, Becky from Stringing Together podcast, Nikki from Tea and Possibilities podcast, and there was also Rachel and Carly and many other people I probably am not mentioning, so sorry about that. But to everyone, really thank you for making that time really special and wonderful. Oh, I also met Eudor Björkskula-Dottir. I hope I pronounced this right. She is the author of a book about creating your own Lopapeysa sweater, which is like traditional Icelandic sweater. By the way, there were so many people from Iceland. That was incredible. And I also saw her a cardigan. She designed a cardigan with a beautiful lace panel on the back. It was gorgeous. So she gave me this book, and we chatted a bit. And there was also her friend from the she's a yarn dyer, Salome from Dottir Dye Works, and there was Hannah, lovely Hannah from Kawaii Bookworm. We chatted a lot about times in Japan because she also spent, I think, at least a year there, so we had topics in common. There was Ida from the Knitting Pace podcast, and there was Raquel Francia. She makes project bags, and also many others. So again, thank you to everyone who just took the time to spend time with me, to chat with me, to have fun together. It was just, yeah, as always, amazing. I hope I can go next year. We will see. It's still 1 year to go, but yeah, it would be awesome. So thank you so much for watching. Now I have to go and pick my son from his ski lesson. He's just finishing, and then we have some lunch. And tomorrow we are already going back home. So I don't know when I will have the time to edit the episode and upload it, but hopefully it will be soon. And again, happy knitting, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi guys, it's day 2 and I was having so much fun that I completely forgot about filming just about anything. It's snowing today, but I will be fine. I'm pretty cozy with my oracle shawl and my hat. So yeah, I'm on my way to the festival today. I had a lazy morning because I enjoyed just staying in bed and reading and not having to wake up too early. So yeah, it's an awesome event. Really, guys, it's just awesome. I'm really enjoying it. So it's heavy snowstorm right now. It's very windy and we have to walk backwards. We are walking backwards basically because yeah, my hat just got stolen a minute ago and I don't want to risk it again. So
stolen by the wind.
Yes, yeah, not by a person. By the way, so yeah, we're walking backwards in Edinburgh.
It's snowing.
Yeah, it's very confusing really. It's very confusing. Okay, so I'm finally filming and I have a lot of awesome people here. Say hi. Say hi. Thank you so much. It's awesome, you guys. These people are awesome and I'm so delighted to be together with them.
Aw, I'm delighted to be with you too.
Oh.
We love you.